We'd love to get your knowledge into Rivers.run. You can add new rivers with USGS gauges, without USGS gauges, or update existing rivers, and I'm going to show you how. We'll start first by showing you how to add a river that already has a USGS gauge. Let's look at actually creating a new river in Rivers.run. We're going to create one from a gauge. So say I want to add Crabtree Creek, which is one of our local Raleigh creeks that's not in Rivers.run currently, but it does have a USGS gauge. So I would just search till I found the gauge I wanted to use. When I expand that, I'll see a link to say Create River Using Gauge. And I just click that link and I go into the Rivers.run write-up creator, and it will be pre-filled with the information about the gauge and the gauge number. And I just need to add the additional information in, such as the skill and the rating. As I do this, so if I go in and I put a skill intermediate, for example, when you scroll down, you'll see that live, I'm seeing what it will look like in Rivers.run. So I see Crabtree Creek, I'm going to see its gauge, its level, and then any information that I put in there. If I go in and I put in the minimum running levels and the maximum running levels, you'll see the color coding automatically put in. So say I put a 1 foot and a 2 feet. When I go down here, I would see that it's way too high. So that's all you have to do. And once you've got all the information in about the gauge, you can write up the section. You can put links to AW. Once you've done all that, you would just go in here and you would do Submit as a new river suggestion. Give it the name that you want. Hit OK. Tell us if you want email access to the file. And you just go ahead and submit it. And that's all there is to it. It will come to us and we will review it. And once it's reviewed, we will have it live and you'll be able to see it in Rivers.run. If you'd like to add a river that doesn't have a gauge, you can do that by directly going into the write-up maker. Just click on FAQ, the first one, how do I add a new river? And that will take you into the write-up maker. And here you would need to type in all the information yourself on the river. It wouldn't be pre-filled, but it would give you everything that you want. And it works the same way, where you would see the no gauge river down here, beginner level, and you would just submit that as a new river suggestion. We do have support for virtual gauges. So if you do a river and by combining multiple gauges, that can be supported here. And just contact us and we can help you with that. Thank you for adding content. As a local expert, when you're using Rivers.run, it's possible you'll notice a problem in one of the write-ups. Perhaps the GPS coordinates are wrong or the max-min don't look right to you, or you just want to provide us more information. You can click on any of the rivers and you can click on Edit this river, and that will take you in and you can make some updates to the min or max run or the GPS coordinates, or just add more information to the write-up. And those will come to us and we can accept those changes, or we may have to get back to you for questions if it's not clear to us what your updates are. But we really appreciate getting your information in, particularly if you see white bubbles. We don't have max and min information for those rivers, so those would be very useful if you can get us that kind of information. So thank you for helping us to get this updated.